Hey guys, what is going on? It is Chris here, and as you see, yes, it is a new channel. Just real quick, if you guys could help me promote my channel for the people that may have, are still in the other one, maybe friends or family that were on the other channel. If you guys could definitely, share this link with them, this video link with them to tell them that this is the new channel if they still want to get some help on daily fantasy advice. This is the new one. Had some issues with the other account, so this is the new one here for now. So anyway, still going to be doing the same things. I will be saying lineup advice a lot more just because that is the way I have to do it. So if you guys are interested in lineup advice, as normal, just hit us up on Twitter and we'll get you guys all figured out. Same things, we'll be doing sportsbook advice and stuff like that. Like I said, just have to get the word advice in there. For you guys. So anyway, yeah, same old stuff that we're going to be doing. Like I said, if you guys could share this video, definitely would appreciate it. Also, sub to it as well, because this is where I will be posting them here on YouTube. Like I said, I'm the same old guy. Just from Chris Fanduel Help. As you guys know, this is just the new channel here. So anyway, yeah, let's get into it. This was my draft dashboard picks, player pool for last night, as normal. If you guys want to get in on some of my player pool, just click the description down below, and we'll get you all set up on that. Anyway, like I said, this is the player pool. If you guys want to help, make your own lineups, need some extra advice and stuff like that, all you have to do is once you sign up, all you need to do is go down to the bottom here where it says watch players and go over here where it says watch Chris FanDuel picks. Click on that and it'll show you guys my own personal player pool. So you guys can easily add all these picks into an optimizer and, pick the best one or just make your own lineup out of it. Definitely a very useful tool. A lot of people have been using it. So, like I said, link is in the description down there below to get in on it. And also, like I said, doing our normal FanDuel lineup advice and DraftKings advice on Twitter. Just message us. We'll get you set up there. So, anyway, this is from last night. We are looking at the bold number right here on the left. This is how they did last night. And for the most part, a lot of our picks did very solid. We had a couple duds out there, like normal. Collins didn't do bad. Josh Jackson was a solid 41. He was in our player pool. Nobody had that guy. Gay didn't do that great. Covington solid there with a 48 right there. RJ Barrett, man, 41 in our player pool. Hunter solid right there. Zizek was trash, but he was a deep GPP play. Gorgie Dang, 34. No one had him. Either also, who else we had? Fultz wasn't bad. Kobe White, all those guys were pretty popular plays. But for the most part, all of our picks did very solid out there. We had a couple duds, but not too bad. So, yeah, this player pool will definitely help you guys out here for sure. So just download the link down there, and like I said, you'll have access to my player pool to help you guys build your own lineups. That, trust me, it's definitely worth it for sure. So that is it. Anyway, we're going to get into this nice 8-game slate. We have a couple injuries to look at, but as of now, it's not too bad here at all. So, yeah, we're going to briefly go through these guys, and I'll give you like core 4 or 5 plays to look at. So, as we know, Aldridge and Mr. Graham are out here, so let's go look at the Vegas total. We have a 212 right now, so it has dropped 2 since Graham has been announced out. So, yeah, right away, don't mind some Terry Rozier. San Antonio, not great at all against opposing point guard, so I like Rozier. Don't mind, obviously, DeMar DeRozan. Cody White, I think that is who it is? Cody White? Cody Martin, sorry. Cody Martin is more of a DraftKings play for sure, but he's definitely playable. And obviously Trey Lyles, he'll be very popular. So Lyles, DeRozan, and a little bit of Martin on DraftKings, and then don't mind Terry Rozier there since he's very cheap and like I said, no Graham, so a little extra usage. Brooklyn, Boston here. Tatum is doubtful in this one. So, guys, I don't mind Cantor and a one-off. Daniel Theis and Brown and Hayward are the 2 main guys I'm looking at here on Boston. LeVert, okay, but if Smart was out, that would have helped him a little bit more, same as Dinwiddie. But as of now, these guys here, I'm looking at Brown, Hayward, and Daniel Theis as my 3. It could be a blowout, so I'm a little worried about it, but we'll have to see. Walker's back, but I don't really want exposure to him since he is just coming back from an injury. Minnesota and New Orleans, we have a 247, so this should be a massive one. just one of those games, pick and choose who you want. 3 to 4 of these guys. Ball is obviously in play. Russell, Holiday, Beasley, Josh Hart, Zion Williamson, Hernan Gomez. So, yeah, just pick and choose a couple of those guys, and you guys should be fine. Don't really need to tell you guys who to pick. Like I said, they're pretty obvious with that 240 plus total. So, definitely have exposure to that one in cash games. Clippers and OKC, as we know, Paul George is returning to Oklahoma City. The dude really hasn't been that good recently, but he's 6,800. And usually when he makes his returns to places he used to play, like Indiana, he does pretty good. So don't mind George, 6,800. I think he could be popular just because he could go off for 40, 45 here in this one. I think he should get a relatively warm applause here since he did get traded. He didn't leave on his own, so I still think they like George. So, yeah, don't mind some Paul George here. Shea Gilgeous playing his old team and maybe half decent Paul, 34, 35. For the most part, not too much exposure to these guys. Maybe a couple revenge game narratives, but that's really it. I don't mind Adams, though. Clippers are honestly not good at all against the center, so I think he gets you 30, 35. If you think this one going to be a blowout either for the Clippers or OKC, Harrell could get some extra run there. Since he always does in garbage time. Golden State, Denver should be a blowout here. Millsap is game time decision. If he is out, don't mind some Jermaine Grant. Green is out, so Eric Pascal should get another bump off the bench. Dragon Bender, half decent. Don't mind Micah Mulder. A lot of people really have no idea who this dude is, and honestly, same here, just some random guy getting some playing time, 33 and 31 minutes, looking pretty solid. He gets you 20-22 here off the bench. Don't mind him. Barton maybe 25 to 30. I think Murray could be half decent, but the blowout concern makes me really not want to play him. But he could be, could get you 35, depending on how Golden State plays. Next game is Toronto and Phoenix in this one. Like I said, I do have a bet on this game, so if you guys do need some some sports betting advice, like I said, message us on Twitter to get in on some of that. We have a 225 total right now and only a 3 spread, so it could be a relatively close game here. Don't mind Lowry if Fred VanVleet and Ibaka are both out. Same as like Pal as well. If those guys are out, like him, he gets a boost. Siakam gets a boost. OG gets a boost. So probably have anywhere from 3 to 4 Toronto guys if we get word that those guys are out. If they're both out, Marc Gasol is out as well. Ayton might do half decent here. He's really the only big dude out there, and if Ibaka and Gasol are out, no one would really guard him. So I don't mind him in a one-off or 40-45. So definitely got to stack Toronto. They'll be popular if those guys are out. Washington and Sacramento here in this one. We have another pretty big total. We have a 235. It has gone up 3 points since they posted it earlier today. Anyway, Fox, solid option. Napier, don't mind him. Fox will be in a lot of my lineups. Napier could go off at any moment. Beal, solid option. Buddy could go off on the bench, so don't mind him. And Lynn maybe in a one-off. Bertans in a one-off. Harry Giles maybe in a one-off as well. So I don't mind a couple of those guys, but the main guys, Fox and Buddy Hield, and a little bit of Napier are who I'm targeting in that one. And then we got Philly and the Lakers, as we know. No Simmons and no Joel Embiid. So Shake Milton, he's going to get you 30-35 here. Don't mind Burks or Korkmaz since Richardson is out. Definitely like Burks a little bit more. Harris should have a lot of usage in this one. Not the greatest matchup, but he's going to be taking up a lot of shots. And that's kind of what we're looking at. Davis and LeBron, you can look at them if you want to. I don't know if you need them here, but they can still get you 45 to 50. But I think there's other guys in better spots. So let's go give you guys 4 or 5 plays to look at to help build your lineup here. So right away, I'm looking at Fox. If you want to go Lonzo Ball and Fox, definitely don't mind that. That could be a pretty good option for you. If you don't have the money for that, you could definitely go down a little bit to Lowry if those 2 guys are out there for Toronto. If you want to, you could definitely go Terry Rozier. You could go Shake Melton just for a little bit cheaper. Not as easy as a matchup, but recently a little bit more reliable than Terry Rozier is. I love Bradley Beal. If you can't get him in there, I don't mind Russell as a fallback option. If you don't want to go Russell, DeMar DeRozan's a good option. I like Booker in GPP only. Who else are we looking at here? Beasley, as I mentioned, you can go that way. I think Burks and Korkmaz will be popular. Those are probably the two options to go down to there. If you can't get LeBron, I don't mind Siakam, and then I'd probably go Harris as my next option. Paul George in GPPs. And then, like I said, I don't mind some Brown and Gordon Hayward either. Like I said, those guys were definitely high on the radar. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. And then OG, if Fred VanVleet is out. Hernan Gomez is a solid option too at $4,800 if you want to go that way. Moving on to power forward, as I mentioned, if Tatum is out, don't mind some Daniel Theis, Zion Williamson, always a solid option at only 8,200. He could easily get you 35-40 here. Trey Lyles as well. And then, like I said, you got Mulder as well at small forward. Our center position, don't mind Ayton and Adams. I think that's the two to really look at here in this one. So that is mostly it. Like I said, thank you for checking out the video. If you guys could share this one, also sub as well, turn that bell on, all that fun stuff that YouTubers say. Definitely would, appreciate you guys helping out the channel and, showing people that that I'm still alive and doing videos. So definitely would appreciate that for sure. And like I said, lineup advice, just message us on Twitter to help you guys out. And also draft dashboard, lineup advice, and player pool will be down there as well. Like I said, definitely recommended if you guys like building your own lineup. So that is it. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. And like I said, leaving a like, I definitely would appreciate that for sure. So all right, guys, we'll see you guys here a little bit later on.